because I have something I have to say. Before you get on Tokon, I'm not getting on Tokon, bro. I'm not getting on Tokon. But I am talking about, I gotta talk about something Marvel related though. Because I have been seeing this discourse, and when I say this, I'm not defending Marvel, okay? All right? But I gotta keep it a buck. All right? Look, I love Marvel. I think this is some tomfoolery that, you know what I mean? This is the one thing I have to, it might be anti-woke of me to say this. But I've been seeing a lot of tomfoolery on Marvel's name for the wrong reasons, and I don't think it's justified. So I want to get into it. Shout out Lil Tone, man. Shout out Lil Tone, bruh. Also, I saw Toy Story. I'm not gonna lie, Toy Story was an amazing movie. I just wanted to add that, bruh.
So as of lately, a lot of Black Marvel fans have been picking up on a pattern. It seems like the movies or TV shows starring a Black protagonist always end up getting canceled, shelved, or just mistreated. They said Marvel doesn't care about Black people. Wonder Man season 2 was canceled.
That's fair.
And the first season I actually watched, and it was pretty good. The whole build up for this was extremely weird because they dropped the whole season in just one whop. No build up or nothing. They didn't.
Well, they did that to a lot of series. So
drop many ads. It was like they wanted it to fail so that they could be like, oh, see, we don't need a season 2.
Antonio pisses you off. Everybody pisses you off.
Season 2, and it ended up getting canceled. Next up, we got.
I will say this. One whop is crazy. You know what he meant, though. I will say this, right? Wonder Man. I watched Wonder Man. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It was good. It kind of sucks that there's not a season 2 for it. I understand that. To be fair though, Wonder Man wasn't even originally a Black character anyway. That is just actually a fact. I'm just gonna keep it a butt. But also, I think the reason why they probably canceled Wonder Man is because the way that they're about to set up the MCU, I don't know if it's going to tie in with the shit that's going on currently. So that's probably why they canceled it, because they probably don't know what to do with this man after season 2. Because if you didn't watch the first season, let's just say for a Marvel character shits, like he doesn't really get his powers like, you know, to the end type shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not watching it anyway, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Wonder Man was good though. It was like it reminded me of the studio if, you know, Seth Rogen had powers, I guess, like a superhero or some shit. It was really good, but I wouldn't say it was like a Marvel, like, you know, superhero good. He's been pissing me off since 2K vids. A lot of people piss you off. Now I will say this: Blade is actually the one where I'm actually kind of like, I understand. Blade makes sense. Blade has been in this hellhole for over, not even 7 years. It's been longer than that. They've been trying to reboot Blade for like literally almost 10 years now at this point. No bad. This one actually makes sense. You can't tell me every time a nigga has a script for Blade, they are just rejecting it every time. There's no way it's that bad. Niggas try to blame Mahershala Ali. Stop it. It's not his fault. There's no way that he is the one that's the reason why this shit's not happening, bruh. Stop it, bruh. We want to... us as niggas collectively want Blade. Let's keep it 1,000 sacks. This one, I do agree with 1,000%. This is egregious. But the next couple ones, I will say, let's keep it a buck. Black Captain America, aka Sam Wilson. I'm gonna be honest. I hate to be that guy. Sideline is crazy because he's literally in the next 2 movies. He got his own movie this year, by the way. The man got, mind you, this man got his own show. He got his own movie. He's in other movies, and he's gonna be in the two biggest movies this year, or this year and next year, which is Doomsday and Secret Wars. That man ain't sidelined. His shit is just trash. I'm sorry. Sam Wilson, I'm gonna be that guy. Sam Wilson shit is just trash, bro. Brave New World was an ass movie. Sorry. They gave him his own show. That show was ass too. I'm sorry. I'm just not a fan of Sam Wilson. I feel like Sam Wilson is just like, I don't care. But to be fair, I'm not really a big fan of Captain America anyway. Even though the best Captain America is Winter Soldier and, Civil War. I do agree those are the best movies. But Sam Wilson as Captain America, I'm sorry, Captain America just as a character themselves is already automatically trash. Don't care at all whatsoever. Sorry. His shit is just booty cheeks. So you don't want a Blade? You're lying. Everybody wants Blade. Now, Iron Wars, I heard about this movie because the nigga Rhodey from Iron Man 2, Don Cheadle. Let's keep it a buck. Y'all don't care. Like, let's be real. Nobody was gonna watch an Armor Wars. Y'all wasn't watching that. Y'all know y'all wasn't watching that, bruh. Y'all barely cared about Rhodey. Y'all barely cared about this nigga. He was only in technically he was in 3 Iron Man, but Don Cheadle only played him in the 2 Iron Man movies and then in Civil War, bruh. That man is a side character. Nobody's really trying to see a side character in a main movie about shit of a character y'all already don't care about. So y'all, like, who cares about that? Also, we got Ironheart. Riri Williams. That show was actually great. A lot of people were hating on that. Y'all know that certain group of people. Y'all know that group of people. They were trying to grift and saying that show was trash. That show was actually really good. I watched it myself personally, and that shit was great. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it was good. And I honestly thought she deserves a movie. She's our Iron Man now. Y'all don't give a fuck about no goddamn Rhodey. She's the main Iron Man now. Or woman, I guess, technically. Or Ironheart. So, like, why the fuck do y'all even like, well, what's going on here? Now, Moon Girl, not gonna lie. Moon Girl, I don't think her show got canceled. Her show had, like, the Moon Girl's cartoon was like 3 seasons, I believed. At least I watched 3 seasons of Moon Girl, the cartoon with Devil Dino. I watched it all, and she was doing some crazy shit. I don't know if it got canceled or not. If that's the case, that is kind of sad. But she did get more than most. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what other MCU cartoons are going on right now other than X-Men 97, and that only has 2 seasons. Moon Girl, I'm pretty sure had like 3 seasons on Disney Plus. Because I watched the Moon Girl cartoon. That shit fire. A lot of people don't even know who Moon Girl is. That's the crazy part. Y'all wouldn't have even known this. Y'all wouldn't have even known this. Now, as far as Monica Rambeau goes, where the fuck she is? If y'all clearly didn't watch the Marvels. Y'all clearly did not watch the Marvels. I hate to be that guy. I have to spoil. But y'all wasn't watching the Marvels anyway. If you know, she's literally in a whole nother universe. She literally at the end credits, she's in a whole nother universe. That's why you haven't seen her. And she's coming back for Doomsday. She was literally on a casting chair. She will be in Doomsday, and most likely she will also be in Secret Wars. So what the fuck is niggas talking about, bruh? What we on, bruh? Come on now. Some of this shit might be a little egregious. I ain't gonna lie to you, but hey, that's just me.
Blade, and they canceled this after 7 years in development. This man right here, I believe Marsha Ali, he was turning down roles and he was really dedicated to it just for them to cancel it, bro. Crazy. They said Black.
Well, it's not canceled. It's still in development.
Black lead being swapped out for new Iron Man movie. Moon Girl canceled. Y'all see it, bro. Now, my opinion on all of this.
That's just racist. Americans. I hate when you say that.
Where I'm tired of crying about racism and mistreatment.
It's not true.
Let's just make our own own shit and do our own thing. These are their studios. These are their corporations. Why do we keep crying and bitching to them for them to represent us or to?
I feel like though this is kind of wrong because Marvel's not sidelighting black characters. It's just the black characters that they're picking are like either uninteresting or they're just not in the plot yet. That's just my only thing about that. I agree with him on this though. I agree with him on this. Like, yes, like, you know, like there's obviously good representation, especially for black characters and superheroes and shit. With that, but a lot of people don't do their research for that anyway. A lot of people don't go out their way to actually go look at these shits. So they do, like, they kind of do, like, look at the suit. Now, Marvel, and in my opinion, Marvel has a lot of great black characters, but either it has to make sense within the storyline that they have right now. Just in the MCU alone, it has to make sense in the storyline. So a lot of the characters that they pick to be in there just don't really, like, they're not going to get represented. There's a lot of characters that should be in here that don't get represented and shit, bruh. It is what it is, bruh. So they probably don't know how much there is to the Marvel universe. It's not even a Marvel thing though. It's like it's Marvel DC. Like there's multitudes of comics like groups that have like, bro, mind you, there's a whole comic group where it's just black characters or black artists who make black characters. A lot of people don't know that because they only see what's the popular shit. I think trying to make Marvel like this pigeonhole of like they're trying to sideline characters. They didn't sideline Monica Rambeau. She's literally just in a whole nother universe. Like if you watch the Marvels, you literally you see her she's literally the last person you see in the damn movie in the after credits. She's been being saved to be in Doomsday. It's the same thing with Spider-Man. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry. I'm well, actually, no. That's not even really. That's not a spoiler because you like if you are nigga like with Miles, you mean? Yeah, same thing with Miles. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. Well, to be fair, you gotta assume that all these superheroes are going to be in that movie anyway. You know what I mean? They didn't confirm Spider-Man's going to be in Brandon in the shit. So technically, I'm actually wrong because they didn't confirm or deny it. So it's like it's just been speculated. So I'm just thinking that he's going to be in it. But like, bro, she's gonna be in a new movie. She's in Doomsday, bro. Like, she's in Secret Wars, bro. I'm assuming. So it's like, depending on how they plan to do it, like that's like, bro, she's not sidelined, nigga. She just getting set up for the same shit. She can't really do nothing else until after they film Doomsday. So I don't understand what's the problem here, bro. Now, as far as like I said, Sam Wilson, like I guess it's more of a personal thing, but Sam Wilson, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that nigga. I'm sorry, I don't care. Every iteration of him, I know and I'm not saying, cause like I'm gonna be honest, just because he black doesn't mean that they're all gonna be good. By the way, let's just keep that a buck. Just because he black doesn't mean he gonna be good. Nigga, Sam Wilson had the most boring movie. Was it this year or last year? I forgot when Brand New World came out, but that shit was boring. That shit was ass. He had a TV show. That shit is ass. He's just not clicking, bruh. I'm sorry. There's nothing that you can do to make that man cool. At least cool enough compared to the people that, you know, people want to see. Like, you know, Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to, like, people watch that movie to see Red Hulk. They didn't even care about no damn Sam Wilson. They didn't give a fuck about that nigga, bro. Niggas saw Falcon and Winter Soldier, bro. Nobody, like, I watched that whole show. That shit was boring. That shit was boring, bro. I'm sorry. Falcon is just not, he's just not him, bro. Sam Wilson is just not him in the MCU. I'm not saying like in the comic books, because I haven't read the comic books, but in the current MCU right now, That nigga is just not. He's just not him. I'm sorry. I had to keep it a buck, bro. He's just not him, bro. So like y'all saying all this shit, bro. And same thing with Rhodey too. Like Rhodey, like nigga, we all watched Iron Man 2 and 3. We all watched Civil War. That man is a side character of Doom. You think I want to watch a whole movie about a side character that don't even do that? Is like I'm pretty sure it would be fire, sure, but like you think niggas want to see that? A side character. Nigga, we already got Iron Man. Like what the fuck? Like what the hell? It's like, bro, nobody care. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think that Iron Man shit was even confirmed, like fully confirmed. I think they went. I think they didn't do it because it probably wouldn't make sense in the current MCU timeline. I just don't think it would fit. I don't think they want to waste a movie slot on that movie. I doubt a lot of people was going to see that unless if it was fucking, I don't know. Unless it's somebody amazing was going to direct that movie, I don't think anybody was really going to care about that movie. The only movie, like I said, that's justified as a character that I can see why people get mad at is Blade. Because Blade, mind you, Blade saved the MCU. That's 100% facts. Blade saved Marvel, and Blade saved Marvel. And the fact that they doing that man dirty right now, I could understand that. That one's the only one I'm like, okay, we gotta fix that one, because there's no way 7 years. Once again, what's up with these 7 years shit, bro? niggas out here not even talking to FaceTiming somebody for 7 years. Now we got, saying Blade getting in his shell for like 7, 8+ years, bro. We should have been got a Blade movie. Ben should have got that, bitch. The only Blade thing we got a reference was in fucking Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine. One scene with the original Blade. Mind you, this is a guy I have never seen the I never seen the Blade movies, but I heard they're called classics. I was actually looking forward to see Mahershala Ali be Blade. But other than that, every other character, I'm gonna be honest, y'all gotta start getting the cooler characters, bruh. I don't really think it's all Marvel. Mind you, we still got Black Panther 3 coming out literally in 2 years or some shit. Black Panther 3 is coming out. Now, I don't know about Ironheart. I don't know if Ironheart season 2 gonna come out. Then that's what niggas should start riding. But a lot of niggas even watch Ironheart. That's a whole black woman who's Iron Man, but better. Based on what I've seen and heard. Like, what we on, bro? Come on, man.
Let us have a piece of their shit. Fuck them people. Let's start our own shit. Let's start supporting our own. We see how successful we can be when we do it. Look at Casanet with Streaming University. Look at DreamCon with RDC World. They started a whole section of Comic-Con.
Shout out RDC.
Black people con were being mistreated. So they started their own shit. And look how big it is. Look at Ryan Coogler with his films. Let's just support our own people. Stop begging these people for shit. Now, basically, everything.
Ryan Coogler is in the MCU,
huge
though.
guy that is in the comic department or the comic atmosphere of social media, TikTok specifically. He had the same sentiment as me.
It's not Marvel Comics' responsibility to give us the representation that you want. I said this before.
Oh,
it's
I know
not
this guy.
DC Comics' responsibility to give you the representation that you desire. This isn't a video about anger. This is a reality check. I'm going to continue to watch Marvel movies, DC movies,
and I will be doing the same
thing.
thing.
I already understood a long time ago that I can't get everything that I desire from companies that were not built on everything that I like.
Right.
I got tired of people saying to me, if you want black characters, to go make your own. So I decided to go make my own. If you want things done, you have to do it.
And the craziest thing is they won't even support that. Yeah, niggas ain't even supporting that, bruh. Cause then I've seen I think we talked about this before, but there was that one guy who was doing that exact same thing, and he literally had people on Twitter who were claiming to be black, I guess, saying that his characters weren't black. Maybe because it's ass. So every person that makes their own comic and all of it's ass. Not everything can be ass. I never read it myself, but it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation. It's a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation. To assume it's ass, like niggas haven't even read it. These shits get prejudged by your own people before it's even been like before niggas even read this shit. You can't call something ass if you haven't even read it. Is that not fair to say? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't know. I never read it, but I have seen people who were already judging the shit because they saw one character and saying, "Oh yeah, this ain't black enough." There's a lot to it, man. There's a lot to it, bruh.
Yourself. That's not just a saying, that's a fact. Writers and creatives in Japan wanted to break into mainstream media in the world of fiction. They didn't ask Marvel and DC or criticize them. They started anime. They made their own projects, their own mangas, and they took it by force. I love all of these characters behind me, but I learned a long time ago to stop asking the same people who canceled the project to bring them back in some other way or capacity. It's not going to happen. Criticizing Marvel for not doing the stories that you desire does absolutely nothing. Taking action and supporting companies like us, and there are several companies like us
that already
has the representation that you desire. And doing your part to build us up to that level is how you
shout out YT Manga, bruh. Y'all niggas clown Corey shit. Niggas was clowning Corey shit, bruh. Corey got his own shit going. RDC got their own shit going too with the comics and shit. I don't be supporting that shit though. There's a lot more, bruh. Shout out YT Manga. They got their own little shit. They got a lot of people. The other guy who made the vampire shit. There's a lot of it. They even got the shit on Netflix, bruh. Hell, I got my own shit. Not saying that is, primarily black, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a nigga, so, count, bro. It's like, it's a lot there, bruh. But I feel like most people don't like to do all that. Like, they want to see the shit in the mainstream, so that's why I'm not too bad at that. Because it's like, if you already have it there, why not just do it, But
get the representation that you desire. We are trying to build that type of foundation that they're receiving the criticism for. And don't get me wrong, of course we have characters like these that look like us, but we have characters that have Filipino mythology, Mayan mythology, indigenous mythology. We have characters that are Italian, Irish American. We have different types of people and represent a bunch of different groups. But the foundation that we're built on is not the foundation that Marvel was built on or the foundation that DC Comics was built on. And again, it's not their responsibility. I'm still going to enjoy their content. I enjoy all types of media. But complaining and criticizing them is not going to help the bigger picture.
Now, basically, man, this brother said that, and these folks ate him up. They was mad. Major L take. This is just a plug for your comic. When we have somebody that wants to do for their self and put on for the community, now it's just
nigga said, "Holy LARP, holy LARP, holy yap. We don't care, bruh. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5, bruh."
Plug. But you will go eat that anime up from them Asian folks. You will go eat the.
Whoa, what's up with him and anime hate, bro? Whoa, we ain't doing all that, bro. They got some black anime. At least in anime, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes they be doing black characters better than in America. If I really got to keep it 1,000 stacks, and there is black anime. Son of a bitch. There is black anime, whole, you know what I'm saying? There's literally, whole black animes. And yes, they are anime, because mind you, anime is just anime is literally just cartoons. I have to be that person. If you ask a Japanese person, they're going to tell you the same shit. Manga is just comics. They don't see comics and anime and no differently, bro. It's both. People tend to forget that anime is a medium. It's literally just a translated word. Like, you will ask any Japanese person, whatever, it's the same shit, bro. Shout out Mr. Popo is insane. That nigga's not even black, bro. Nigga is Middle Eastern, bro.
Marvel for them white folks. Man, these folks piss me off, bro. So what if he want to plug his stuff? It's black representation. Y'all want to keep crying to these white folks. Can you please put us in your movies? Can you please put us in your TV shows? Nigga, fuck begging them. Make your own
What
shit,
is his
bruh.
skin color?
Someone
Blue.
said, poor take. I get you're promoting your comments, but come on, man. This is a really bad take just for a shameless plug. And it's just like, bro, how can we even come together as a community? Y'all don't even want to support a brother that's... Yeah, bro. Now we had a video right here from a dude who stitched him, and this video went pretty, I guess, viral, got over 21,000 likes, and I ended up commenting on it, and I'm gonna show y'all my comment after, but let's hear what he got to say first.
Marvel Comics' responsibility to give us the representation that you want. I said this before. It's not DC Comics' responsibility to give you the representation that you desire.
This is a dumb fucking take. It's a dumb fucking take. First of all, who said it's their responsibility? Second of all, they already made the fucking characters. You are pretending as if we need someone to speak up for our voices, dickface. They already exist. Wonder Man already had a show. It was already Emmy nominated. It was already well received, and it was already given a season 2. Blade was already put.
That is true. It was already given a season 2, but they probably, well, it wasn't given it. I'm pretty sure it was just only greenlit. Like, a greenlit show doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna go into fruition. Like, sometimes you can greenlight a show, but doesn't mean that the show is actually gonna go through with the whole season. We've seen this plenty of times. Niggas had to wait long periods of time. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. But even still, like, you know, you gotta remember plans change as well. Like I said, the only one I can give this to is literally Blade, because Blade is the only one where I feel like that's actually egregious. Like, why it's not a thing, though.
Into the end of a fucking movie, he's already a character who already generated money. You sound dumb because...
Wait, what?
He's already a character given a season 2. Blade was already put into the end of a fucking movie.
When did they ever put Mahershala Ali at the end of a movie? What? They never did that. Wait, what are you talking about? What movie was this? I need to know. I mean, the only thing that they hinted at could have been something that could have been Blade, but we never seen Mahershala Ali as Blade in any end credit cutscene ever in any Marvel movie, at least or MCU movie or show or whatever. When did that happen? What? What? We only saw a sword. We never even seen him actually visibly as him, or even a silhouette or whatever. What is bro talking about? That nigga just LARPing.
He's already a character who already generated money. You sound dumb because you're trying to push this fucking idea that you are a champion and you are above it all.
No, he's just taking action. And that is what we need more of within the black community. It's so much crying and complaining we can do, even when it comes to media. Because if you even just look on TikTok, y'all, there are countless black comics like him.
There is.
They're small, though. They don't have the support. They're not getting the push. And in my opinion, it's better than what a lot of the Marvel shit is doing. But
I don't know about all that, but I will say, as a person who is also venturing to make his own shit, there's a lot of people that are like a lot of artists and shit. They're pushing their own shit. A lot of them do be black too, but you have to like, you know, be in that space to actually know that shit. But even still, like, Marvel is not even really that bad at representing. They do it better than fucking DC. The amount of shit that niggas done got. Name me one DC movie where there was a black person as the lead, a black superhero. I can't name you one. I can't name one. I can't even think of one, unironically. The only time you ever seen a black person in a DC movie was literally Cyborg. From my memory, Clay. I could be wrong, though, but I'm pretty sure Cyborg is the only black character. Oh, well, him and Manta, I think. Him and Manta from fucking Aquaman are like the only two black characters you niggas have ever seen in a DC film. Mind you, Manta was played by the same nigga who's playing as Wonder Man. Marvel did way more, bro. We got Black Panther is a whole trilogy now. That's way better than what DC doing, bruh. That's way better than what DC doing, bruh. At least Marvel is putting the effort. Why don't y'all have this same? Why don't y'all have this same like energy towards DC, bro? The fuck? Y'all nigga just be picking and choosing, bruh. Y'all be picking and choosing, bruh. Y'all, I'm pretty sure if you ask a bunch of people what, like, if you ask them how many characters they know that are black between Marvel and DC, I guarantee you more people gonna know more black Marvel characters than they are DC Marvel characters. Yeah, I know that for a fact, bruh. And the only other, like I said, is like none of the. There's not even a major movie, and before, because I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna post this before a nigga say something. But what about the Shaq movie where he plays Mr. Jeremy Irons? That shit don't count, bro. Stop. We're not counting Shaq, bro. That shit don't count because DC did not make that shit, bro. That's I know it's based off of a DC character, but that they did not make that shit, bro. Stop. And Spawn also doesn't count because that's Image Comics. That's not fucking DC, bruh. Stop it, bruh. DC has not made one singular. They have not made one singular movie starring a black superhero, and it made their own movie. Marvel has a whole trilogy. They have They have 3 shows with black characters. They're doing more than I'm not. And like I said, I'm not trying to like give them like but maybe it does sound like I am trying to give them the grace, but it's like. We got to keep it a buck, bro. At least the niggas are trying. Could they do a little bit better? Sure. But also, we are probably more represented in Marvel than any other ethnicity. Mind you, the Asian community, they only got Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is the only, like literally Shang-Chi and fucking the nigga from Doctor Strange and Ned. Don't even get me started with the Latino community, bro. At least DC did that one, dude, because they got Blue Beetle, but that's about it, bro. Blue Beetle's the only one that they got, bro. For DC, at least in Marvel, I can't even, I can't even. Yeah, there's not. I Namor. So I just feel like niggas just don't will like. Niggas ain't really appreciating what going on here, bro. Like at least in like let's look at the positives, bro. Miles doesn't count because he's not officially in the MCU. I'm just saying in the MCU because Sony still owns Miles Morales, so he doesn't really count because he hasn't made an MCU appearance. He is a Marvel character, but that's like. I'm talking about strictly for like TV shows and movies for the MCU and the DCU. That is Sony, so he doesn't really count for that one. If we're gonna keep it a buck, but in the games, yeah, sure. But other than that, even still, that's still another one, and he checks two boxes because he's still black too. So Marvel's still doing way more than what DC doing. Y'all don't get mad at DC. Y'all get mad at Marvel though. Like, literally look at DC, bro. Literally look at DC. They're not doing nothing for that shit. But y'all got no problem with that, bro. Now, come on, bro.
Y'all, like a lot of people are just fucking sheep. They only care about something when it's big. And once again, they have the mentality that just because it's made by a black person, it isn't as good. You know what I'm saying? They have that, I did a whole video on it, of the art of selling to Black America. If it don't have a name brand label, if it isn't highlighted from a white person, then it's a problem. So it's like, this whole situation is making me so mad because it's a brother that came out, was like, I got comics for us. Let's build our shit up. And you got people berating him. Like,
nigga, you could still be stoic, standing tall, creating your own shit, and say that this is fucking stupid and there's a fucking pattern. It's a very ignorant thing to do, and they're hoping that you're ignorant, which is why that's a stupid fucking
it's not hoping that you're ignorant, bro. You keep begging to be a part of somebody's shit. Beggars, you don't get respect for begging. You get respect for doing for yourself.
Okay, but I will say this, though. I feel like y'all niggas is missing the point, though, because it's not their shit. Like, Stan Lee, like, bro, people need to tend to forget that. Stan Lee created Black Panther because he wanted more representation in his shit. It's not just this is just a white thing. I don't know about DC, but like for at least with Marvel, at least Stan Lee, his own words say that, bro. That's the reason why he made Black Panther. Yeah, is it a little like, for the times, was it kind of crazy having like, this being this shit? Sure. You know what I mean? But that's the whole reason why we have the X-Men. They're supposed to be representations for different, they're mutants. They're supposed to be representation for like different shits. Like Stan Lee's whole thing for Marvel is to have representation. Now we can't control what Kevin Feige doing, because this is more on Kevin Feige, because that's the nigga who's out here doing all the planning and shit, bro. And and I will say, I'm not gonna even get on Kevin Feige for real like that, but like I feel like this outrage is kind of pointless in my opinion. I feel like this outrage is kind of pointless on both ends. Y'all thinking that it's an agenda being pushed, when the reality is like, well, some of those characters y'all don't even care for real. I mean, yeah, it's representation, but it's like at the same time, like half of y'all niggas don't even watch the movie anyway. So what is the point of having the representation? Because he's there, y'all not even supporting that representation. I will feel like at least if you're gonna complain, you should be the ones that at least support and watch it and shit. Y'all niggas only heard about this shit and you're like, oh, we got a riot because y'all hear somebody on Twitter say that shit, bruh. That shit kind of crazy to me, in my opinion. And like I said, like some of those characters, there's like 3 characters, I'm gonna be honest, like they kind of buns. I don't think they getting marked out because they black. I think this is because the fact they probably just don't fit in the MCU plans right now of where they're going with. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm just gonna keep it a buck, bro. Like I said, the only one, once again, is Blade. The only one is Blade. That's the one that makes that's the only one I can understand people having an actual real outcry. I feel like a lot of these other ones, y'all don't even care, or y'all just trying to state numbers, bro. I feel like this is egregious. If Marvel really wanted to pigeonhole black characters, they wouldn't even have brought Monica Rambeau into Marvels. They don't need to have her in there. Realistically. We don't need Sam Wilson. We don't need that, man. They would have kept on having Chris Evans keep on playing Captain America. There would have been no point. He just would have stayed Falcon. There's no reason for them to there would be no reason for them to actually like do that, bruh. And if we're really gonna keep the buck, Black Panther wasn't even like they wouldn't even have made Black Panther. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. They wouldn't have even made Black Panther. Let's just I'm just gonna keep it a buck. If they didn't care, they wouldn't have needed Black Panther. They really wouldn't. They would have just picked another character, or you know what I'm saying, another character to fill that role if they wanted to do that. If they didn't care about, if they didn't have no thing of like trying to bring that together, bruh. But they saw Ryan Coogler was doing his thing on all his other movies. You have this character that is a staple in the Marvel that did numbers, and we got what we got, bro. The result was that we got that shit, bro. And now we got it's a trilogy. One of them, it's literally, I'm pretty sure it's the second at least in the MCU. It's probably the first or second best trilogy they have so far. Because the only other one I could think of is Spider-Man. I don't really count. Obviously, Thor doesn't count, and Iron Man. A lot of y'all don't like Iron Man 3, so I don't think Iron Man 3 did that great. So I think the first 2 movies. I think after the first movie, the second 2 movies didn't do that well. Both Black Panther and Wakanda Forever did insane box numbers, and we all know Black Panther 3 is about to go nuclear. So I feel like this is kind of like this anger is kind of like unnecessary. I think y'all just trying to yelling to yell something, bro. I don't think they're trying to sit up here and like say that they only taking out black characters. Because mind you, they sidelined a lot of characters. They ain't just black characters. They sidelined a lot of characters. Mind you, the Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk is sidelined. Do niggas tend to forget that? The Big Green, the Jay Giants. And yes, I'm saying it as a Hulk dick rider, but bro, Hulk is literally the most sidelined character compared to all of them. He's been here since unironically the beginning. He's been here since the beginning. And he hasn't actually had a real, actual proper movie within the actual real MCU. I'm not counting those first two movies. I know they are technically a part of the MCU, but they're not the same timeline shits, whatever. Mark Ruffalo has not had his own solo movie, and he's been a main character since the beginning of Marvel. So y'all want to talk about sideline? That's the most sideline nigga that exists. He don't get no screen time. Black Panther has 3 movies. Monica Rambeau was in WandaVision, and in the Marvels. She got more screen time than the Hulk does. Megan Thee Stallion unironically has more screen time than the Incredible Hulk, if you really think about it. And that's insane to say. She's not even a superhero. She's just playing herself in the MCU, bro. And she has more screen time than the Incredible Hulk in a Hulk series. So what are y'all talking about sideline, bruh? Come on, bruh. Let's not forget about the X-Men. I know the X-Men are coming back, but come on, bruh. This feels a little egregious, man.
Once, like, that's just the type of person I'm. Somebody tell me they don't want me in their space, I'm gone. Somebody tell me they don't want me supporting them, all right. Somebody tell me they don't like me there, okay, boom, I'm out. But I see a lot of us, we keep crying to be in a space, and we see a pattern time and time again. And it's like, bro, when will we learn that, my nigga? We just got to support each other.
I do agree with that, though.
Responsibility. It's not about creating characters. They already fucking exist. If you are trying to up and push your own fucking comic, and you're going to use this situation as a way to tell yourself that you're above it all because you are making a way, you're part of the...
Even when we just watched the video, it wasn't even about him saying that we're above it all, bro. He wasn't saying that at all. He was like, maybe I comprehended it wrong, man. I love seeing brothers move the way comic impounds is moving, bro.
The fucking problem. It doesn't have to be a responsibility for it to also be a fucking pattern of the way things go. And you are sitting there trying to sell us on your comic, which I would fuck with, but you're using this as a way to say that you are doing something different.
But it's not doing.
I don't think he did that, though. I don't think that man did that. I don't think that man did that. What's that, Alien? He said stop begging for black representation. No, it's about because we're talking about the whole Marvel shit. Because people are saying that Marvel's like trying to proactively like cancel black characters, which in my opinion that's just not true at all. Y'all can say I'm a corporate whatever, but that's literally not true. But I think the more important part is that like it's like I agree with both of them in certain aspects, because I am a big believer of, like, you know, as a person who is also creating their own shit as a black person myself, you know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like supporting the artist that of people that look like you is important. Then, like, you know what I'm saying? But trying to blame you know, trying to blame Marvel and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's like plenty of representation. Like, we can get this shit out there, bruh. You can get this shit out there. There's, like I said, there's a lot of black animes that are out there. There's literally like 2 on Netflix right now that niggas can watch that are predominantly black. Moon Girl was also a great cartoon. Invincible Fight Girl is a great black cartoon starring a very great character. That is probably my favorite cartoon that I watched last year. Now, I guarantee you niggas don't know about that cartoon. It's on Nickelodeon. It's on Adult Swim. So that kind of makes sense. But even still, you know, I'm giving suggestions out there. You know what I'm saying? There was another one I watched. It would have had another black girl on, another black woman on there. It's Sovereignty Reigns. Sovereignty Reigns was I think it was called. It's another show, and it has another black character on there that's very great. I think it's not really I don't know if the person who made it is black, but either way, there's a lot of like. It's the thing is like a lot of people just there's no tastemakers out there putting niggas on to the shit, bro. You heard about that one? Yeah, it's a very good one. It's a very good one. I watched it. It was really good. Like I said, I really employ for Invincible Fighter. There's even smaller ones too. Shout out Toon Tariq because he has his own cartoon coming out very soon. There's another girl. I forgot her name. She has a magical girl series coming out. That is the character's black. There's a lot of them out there. It's just I feel like a lot. There's nobody that's out like there. I mean, there is people promoting it because a lot of people. I'm in the cartoon space heavy. Like I'm in the shit in anime space heavy. I'm in there. I see it all. You know what I mean? And I feel like they all deserve it. Like because these are like either going to be very great projects or projects that people just don't heard of because people ain't putting them on. Once again, I'm gonna put niggas on to Invincible Fight Girl. We watched it on stream. That is one of the best Adult Swim cartoons that came out last year. That is an amazing show. It's an amazing cartoon. And I'm glad that I'm pretty sure they got a season 2 coming out. I'm not 100% sure. Great show. There's a lot there. It's just niggas don't know, bruh. And even still, I feel like trying to blame Marvel. Like I said in the beginning, Marvel has done a way better job putting black people in they shit than DC or any other like major, comic book places. Other than obviously, was it Dark Horse? I forgot which one's the one that the black owned one. Other than that one, the one that has Static Shock and all them, with the goat. I forgot. Other than that, but it's like they did their best. Like I said, they have way more. Like I said, once again, the incredible Megan Thee Stallion has more screen time as an MC. She's technically canon to the MCU. She's an MCU character. Megan Thee Stallion has more screen time than the Incredible Hulk in a Hulk series. Just let that sink in for you. That shit is insane. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to see more, there's more out there. There's a lot of superhero cartoons especially that have black people in it, that are made by black people. A lot of y'all be clowning. Like I said, a lot of people clown Corey for making his own anime manga series. People clown RDC for doing it, but yet I read at least one chapter of Corey shit. I didn't read Dark Lights yet. Oh, I did read Dark Lights, but I haven't I'm not caught up to Dark Lights. There's plenty of other ones too. You know what I mean? I think the other one, Clockworks or some shit like that. I forgot what it was. Saturday AM, they have their own shit. I think he's also obviously White Tea manga. Apple Black. It's not a black manga, but it's made by a black person. It was white manga is a black person who's making their own manga. There's a lot of them out there. Like y'all just niggas need to have the show them the shits, bro. They like people don't like. I'm an enjoyer of the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I know where the niggas is at, bro. Even like I said with Moon Girl, half the niggas didn't even watch Moon Girl. And the reason why I know that for a fact, because a lot of people didn't even know that Devil Dino came from Moon Girl. Moon Girl got his own comics, by the way, that's on a crazy run. I think it's still going. Moon Girl, the series had 3 seasons. If y'all know the Disney World, y'all know that most shows don't even get 2 seasons, especially for a cart. Most shows don't even get around to 3 seasons. Yeah, that's like they have the 3-season rule, because after 3 seasons they're done. So I'm pretty sure that's what that was, bro. You said I seen that she had a cartoon coming out. You said you seen the trailer for it and it looks really good. Yeah, there's a lot of like great representation out there. It's just that niggas just don't. I think it's like when it comes to Marvel, like once again, it's like you can't put a name to the face. Like I think y'all take these couple characters that is like, and like I said, and when I say and why I kind of agree with them is because obviously you want to see the representation on the big screen. That's like that a lot of people are going to see. Like Black Panther was very important to be shown because not only did, you know, it was for black people, but it like, you know, Marvel fans in total got to see a movie with a black character. You know what I mean? That's very important to see. Obviously, we niggas already know that. That's why I kind of halfway agree with this guy here, because it's like the reason why a lot of people would be upset though is because like these are very big budgeted movies that are being screened everywhere. People tend to forget. They try to hide not Sam Wilson. Who did they try to hide? It was some black character. It was it Sam Wilson? No, it was I'm pretty sure it was and it wasn't Shuri. I'm pretty sure it was T'Challa. They try to hide that. They try to make that nigga in the Avengers poster smaller than he was in the original one in China. A lot of people probably don't even know that. I'm pretty sure it was T'Challa. I don't remember. I know it was something about them trying to, you know, there's a whole shit with that though. But it's like, bro, you gotta understand, like I said, I agree with both parties. I feel like as people, you should support the people that look like you, that have shit that you're also nerd shit about. You should support that. There's nothing wrong with that man putting out his shit there. But also I understand that it's also important. It's not that niggas is asking for representation. It's the fact that, you know, we want other, like the people who are watching this, it draws more crowd. It gives people a thing where they're like, they believe, like, oh, this is cool. I didn't know they had black superheroes. You know, people still to this day, the only black superhero they know that it actually exists right now is literally Black Panther. And Black Panther been everywhere. Nigga in Marvel Rivals, he's in Marvel Tokon, and nigga in a lot of the Marvel shit. He wasn't in there. He wasn't in there in a lot of shit. You say representation matter because of the kids. Our kids sometimes us need to see that so we know we can do anything and be involved with the times. Yeah. You say your favorite is Storm. Storm is a great example. Storm is a great example. Like the X-Men, people tend to forget one of the most popular X-Men of all time is still Storm. She's probably like if we're excluding Wolverine, like Storm is like more popular than the Cyclops and Jean Grey in some cases. A lot of people love Storm. Storm is the de facto character when it comes to the X-Men. Sometimes they make her the leader. People need to see that though. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't get to that though, because you know she's a black character. She's very important. You know what I'm saying? And people, it's not even really representation. I think the thing is it's not even really representation for us, but it's the representation to make other people aware that these characters exist on these grand stages. I think that's the real important part. Like I feel like a lot of people tend to forget that, bro. It's like you got to remember, like, yes, stop like begging. You know, begging for it is one thing, but it's like when it's there, we should also seize the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? We should also seize the opportunity. It's not only just important for black people to see them on the big screen in a major sense, but it's also important to see people around the world to see that, oh, these groups of people, I never thought of seeing a black character like this in the major role like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's important for them to see that, bro. When T'Challa hit the screen, it not only hit with the black people, but it hit with all over the world. It hit all over the world. So that way you can't say there's not a major black character in these big settings. This is like it's the same thing when a rapper puts on another rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like when a bigger rapper puts on a smaller rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like they get more exposure. Other people start to believe, oh, this nigga got talent. They start tapping into that more, bruh. And then it's a trickle down effect from that. So, you know, you see this character, oh, I like this certain character. Let me see if there's other characters similar to that. It's a pipeline. And then that pipeline goes deeper and deeper, bruh. People, like, that's why, like, I feel like we tend to forget that sometimes. Like, yes, I want to see a person that looks like me on the screen. Sometimes. Not asking for every time. I'm not asking all the time. But damn it, sometime, make one time at least. In a property that I love. Some people, and like I said, I understand why, you know, some people are not going to sit up here and go find a niche shit sometimes. You know what I mean? That's why it's important for the people who are with the niche shit to make it not niche and make it more popular so, you know, more people can see it. More eyes on it brings out better representation. You see how these things are drawn, bruh. See how these things are going. That's why, you know what I mean? It's very important for this shit to go out and be noticed, bruh. So we don't get the fucking situations where niggas just see Killmonger. They just assume niggas only have like 4 haircuts. And now the Killmonger has been officially, is an official haircut where no black person on this planet Earth has ever rocked that haircut ever again. Like, it never rocked that haircut at all whatsoever. That's why that's important. Niggas saw Killmonger, they just assume we gotta add that to the default list of haircuts and how people look like, bruh. Black people come in all shapes and sizes, bro. But nobody would know that if you don't at least display that in some way, shape, or form. There's a lot of black Marvel characters. Now, to be fair, like I said, you're not going to be able to fit them all in there. It's impossible. Because, you know, Marvel still has to go they have their own, and at least in the MCU, they have their own timeline. But that doesn't mean that you can't read the comics, though. You can't watch the cartoons. That's what I've been doing. I literally found out. I've been watching the, you know, the Comic Explains and all them other niggas. Anybody that covers comic books and shit. I've been reading and watching all that. Shout out Eric Voss. You know what I'm saying? He be putting out the breakdowns. They know everything, bruh. I be looking at all that shit because people don't tend to realize how many characters Marvel has. Marvel has so many characters. Like, even with black characters, they literally can have a whole continent's worth of just black Marvel characters. DC has a lot of black characters too. The difference is you rarely get to see them. If I ask anybody right now, name 5 black DC characters, they're gonna struggle. At least with Marvel, you can at least name 5 black Marvel characters with a quickness. It's not that hard. So you see why it's important to see niggas on the biggest screen at the biggest places, because all the nerds and everybody that going to see there, at least they're gonna know. At least they gonna know and fathom the fact that this character exists. So you gotta at least not acknowledge that this character exists, and there's a plethora of black characters that exist in Marvel. That spreads out and helps other, you know what I mean? That will help, you know, be like, okay, anybody, even if, whether they black or non-black, if they find an interest in one character, they're going to want to see similarities and find other characters that are similar to them. And that's where the trickle-down effect comes. So then you end up trying to find more shit like that. So that's why I'm like, I agree with both of these guys, but I also disagree with both of them. You know what I mean? Because I feel like this is, you know what I mean? I feel like this whole thing is just unnecessary.
Doing it in a different way. This is the perfect time to highlight his comic. Y'all crying about black Marvel when we have black people that's making it. What are y'all talking about, bruh?
Rather than the fact that one company is also just being willfully obtuse, and you are sitting there doing the same thing to try to make yourself look better. That's fucking sad.
Yeah, but DC don't even, like, y'all getting on Marvel. Nigga, what about DC, though? What about DC, though? Why don't y'all have this same smoke for DC? When it comes to the mainstream MCU and the DCU, what fully black character does DC have within the past 10 years, since the conception of the DCU, before whatchamacallit took over? Like, what are we doing? Y'all getting on Marvel, nigga. Once again, bro, Black Panther has a trilogy. We have a plethora of black characters. We got at least 2 Marvel shows and multiple Marvel movies with either starring leading black characters or black characters are in there, bro, and they're prominent.
Just saying that BS to promote his comics. 5,000 likes. And it was Blade, a black character that saved the whole franchise of Marvel. It seems like they only use black characters to build their shit up and then ditch us. This is what they do. We call it the Post Malone method. Marvel did it with Blade. Nickelodeon did it with black people. They didn't do that. Black TV shows. Fox did it.
Okay, I can probably half agree with you on Nickelodeon, because I did watch a video on that, and there's more to that. But I can agree with you on that one. But Marvel, I don't think like Marvel didn't. I'm not saying Marvel's the best company, but I don't think they're just out here. They just build up black characters to tear them down, or just to be said to soundline, because then we wouldn't have characters like Storm. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, Storm is still prominent in anything X-Men related. Storm is prominent, and if you've been watching Marvel, X-Men '97, it's not even just only Storm. Nigga, they literally went to Egypt. They literally went to Cairo, bruh. Mind you, we also have another man named Bishop, another prominent black X-Men character, and he got a lot of screen time. It's a lot of, like, come on, you know what I mean? Sunspot, that's another one. He's Afro-Brazilian. Come on now. Gotta do it, bruh.
With black TV shows, they build themselves up with black characters, then ditch us whenever they get what they want. So why would we you know what I'm saying, support them now when it's like they might do the same thing again? Let's just go to the source. Black people that created black shows. Oh my God. It's not their responsibility. If you want my attention and money, I think it is. Well, that is why you don't put your money and your attention to the other white shows then. If apparently that's what they're doing to the black shows, stop supporting the white shows. Like, have a fucking backbone. And this was probably the only sensible comment. He's saying, why beg people who show they don't care when you can support the people who actually care?
I agree with that.
Exactly. And this one had 500 likes, one of the least liked comments. And this comment right here got me. Ain't no way he said that it wasn't the multi-billion-dollar company's obligation to accommodate a massive chunk of their fans. And they put a raccoon emoji. So y'all telling me this brother is a sellout because he said support our own? Y'all folks would hate Malcolm X, boy. Y'all would hate any of the leaders y'all try to glaze in 2026.
That's why Wallace the best leader.
Video to this.
It's not Marvel's job to build for us. It's our job to build for ourselves. I made a video about this yesterday and most people got it, but some people, it just went completely over their head. I mean, even checking out this comment, he says, we just want to promote our own comics instead of addressing the actual issues. The actual issues is that minorities do not have enough power in this space to create exactly what minorities want to watch. So instead, we have to sit on the sidelines and watch multiple projects get canceled.
Basically, we got to sit around and keep begging these folks. Please, sir, can you please put us in? Can you, like, bro?
And instead of some people wanting to take action, they want to go, please, Mr. Feige, I know you canceled the last 4 projects, but we really want this. And I really want you guys to go watch the video and his reaction. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but you'll see the difference because we're supposed to be building, not asking. I love every single one of these characters behind us, but the reality is this is where we are today. And in order for this type of situation to stop happening, we have to find other talented minority creators and help fund them up to this level to be able to not see the cancel button anymore. That's how Spike Lee and Denzel did it, and that's how those dynasties were built. That's how Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan are doing it. That's how those dynasties are built. That's how Tyler Perry has an entire production studio in Atlanta. How that message goes over people's heads is beyond me. Again,
even though Tyler Perry definitely has some other things that got going on there, but that's besides the point, though. You know, Tyler Perry definitely not the greatest example because he don't be supporting niggas either. So that nigga definitely don't also be supporting niggas as well. But you know, that's besides the point, though. I just think that this whole shit is just. I don't know, man. Fuck, bro. Sorry. Damn it. Stupid ass fly, bro. I think it's just a, you know, insane circumstance, bro. I don't think Marvel is purposely out here canceling these shows because they're black. I feel like it would be pretty obvious if it was. I think it's just it's just an unfortunate coincidence. It's just an unfortunate coincidence. I don't think they're doing it on purpose, though. Actually, I feel like it really feels like they're not doing it on purpose, but it just looks that way. It's kind of like, yeah.
I'm not looking to insult, but I am tired of what I look at as begging Marvel or DC for projects that we're just not going to get from them. I have the honor of knowing and working with Dennis Cohen. If you don't know who that is, he's the co-creator of Milestone Comics, Static
Milestone
Shock, Icon,
Comics, that's
characters
what I was
like
thinking.
that.
That's
The
what I
first
was
bit
thinking.
of advice that he gave me was to never sell your IP and push to never give in to the current corporations that already stand. Because we should have a Static Shock movie by now, right?
That's true.
But we don't, because unfortunately, we don't have the power to do it on our own. But yes, to you in the comment, the issue was addressed. Unfortunately, it went over some people's heads. Comment what you think below.
Make sure y'all show this brother some love, man. Follow his TikTok. This is his website. He has This is his website, man. Multiple amazing black comments. Black, you know what I'm saying? If you love Marvel, you will love this brother. Especially if you're black. Hope Impound Comics.
Especially if you're black.
Just know I'm behind you. We got too many sheep. Don't change your philosophy. Don't change your mindset. I'm so tired of all this kumbaya shit. Black people got to start being selfish. We got to start being selfish. When everybody else do it, it's cool. When we do it, it's a problem. No, that's why I am on black love. I don't really care for all that interracial shit. That's why I openly put black people first. That's just the timing I'm on. I love everybody else, but black people are my priority, and I will support a black person before anything. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Living in America, our options are limited. I'm going to shop at non-black places. Yes, I'm going to do this, but I am going to try to prioritize black people.
All right, well, shout out Antonio, bruh. Shout out Antonio, bruh. Shout out Antonio, bruh. That shit had to be talked, though. Yeah, feel me? That shit had to be said, dude. But maybe I could be wrong, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion, bruh. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, bruh. And it just is what it is, bruh. I will say, though, niggas do need to support, though. I will, you know what I mean? Support the creator, too, bro. There's nothing wrong with that, bruh. There's nothing wrong with that, bruh. Support the creator, bruh. If we see a creator, especially an independent creator, whether or not if they have a YouTube channel or not, you know what I'm saying? I support that shit, bruh. Just by watching it, bruh. Say we need to go back to our roots of FUBU. I'm gonna be honest. I think personally that does not need to be needed. I think personally that does not need to be